where you go to school, what's your major, and where you'll be working this summer.
My name's AC. I'm a math major at Stanford. Last summer, I worked at Citadel Securities as a quant trading intern, but this summer, I will be starting my full-time career as an EDM producer and DJ in the Bay Area and eventually LA.
So why didn't you re-recruit for quant? Was it your decision? Or did Citadel make the decision for you?
Man, it was both sides. I did not get a return offer, but I also chose not to re-recruit for quant. And low-key, I feel like the vast majority of you guys who think you want to become a quant wouldn't actually be a good fit for the job.
Damn! So you mentioned that most kids trying to break into quant aren't a good fit. What is the one thing that most students trying to break into quant overlook in their recruitment process?
I think the biggest mistake students make is that they really overweigh prestige and money. So sometimes they're paying 2-3 times a normal job because they're expecting 2-3 times productivity out of you. Quant is a very intellectually rewarding job, but it's also very cognitively taxing. Even though I was only working 60 to 70 hours a week, which honestly isn't that bad for finance, especially when compared to something like IB, my brain was completely spent at the end of every day. I came home with a headache. I was always in a bitchy mood around my friends. I'm sorry, guys.
Quant is one of the most competitive industries that I know, and most kids would kill to be in your shoes right now. Why would you drop everything to become a broke DJ?
During my internship, I realized I only live once, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm not gonna let anybody tell me what I can or can't do with my life. I looked within myself. I thought about what I'm passionate about. I thought about what I care about. I thought about what I'm good at. I made a decision based off of that, and because of that, I know I made a good decision. And not gonna lie, I don't know any of you guys, but I definitely know that I know myself better than any of you guys. My advice would be, if you worked hard to be in the position that you're in, don't let anybody else guilt trip you into thinking that you have to make a decision on their behalf. Do what you want to do because you earned that position and you earned the right to decide what you want to do with your own life.
Amen, bro. That was baller. Now, most people do a job like quant because it's stable and it satisfies their parents. And so how the heck did you get your parents to say yes to you dropping quant?
Well, since you're the one in charge of your own decisions, you make the decision first and then ask for forgiveness later. My parents did not agree. We fought a lot. We are still fighting, but we are making progress because they see that I'm diligent. They see that I'm passionate. They see that I care. They've seen that no matter how much they yell at me, I will not change my mind and that I will always believe what I believe. My parents and I have been fighting about this for almost a year, but after last time we fought, my dad actually texted me. He said, "Son, you are doing what you believe is right, despite what anybody else thinks. You are brave and I respect that. If you come from an immigrant household, your parents came from a different position than you. They love you and are willing to understand. Don't be afraid when they test your conviction by challenging why you're doing what you're doing, because they just want to see that you really care and that you are truly committed."
You're probably making one of the biggest leaps that you've ever been in your life so far. What is the one piece of advice that you would tell your 18-year-old self starting college at Stanford?
I would tell myself that if there's something that you think that you can't do, it's because you believe that you can't do it. And once you realize that you are the only one stopping yourself from doing what you want to do, then you can do anything you want. And last thing I would say, do less planning and do more doing.